So many of the clients that I work with here from YouTube are possibly just like you, empty nesters or soon-to-be retirees who are looking for their next phase of life in a new city with abundant activities and things to do every single day. And if that sounds like you, this video is just for you. So in this video, we're going to talk about the best communities to live in for active adults. Let's do it. As always, my name is Will Sawyer, your friend in real estate here in the upstate of South Carolina, and it's our goal with this channel that we are your #1 resource for all the things that you need to know about your relocation to Greenville. So if you like this video and like our content, do me a favor, subscribe to the channel so that you can follow along in all future videos until you decide to relocate to our wonderful area. So according to North American Van Lines, the top reasons that folks are moving from their current home to a new place is being closer to family, starting a new phase of life, work flexibility, and work opportunities. And many of the conversations that I have with many of you go very much the same way. Hey Will, we want to move to Greenville because it looks beautiful and it seems affordable. Or hey Will, we don't have to live in the place that we're living now, and Greenville offers us more of a life that we want to live, so we want to move there. Or hey Will, we need to be closer to our kids and we don't want to live in our crazy state anymore. You know, our kids live in Charlotte or Atlanta or Simpsonville or Greenville, and Greenville seems like a better place for us than Charlotte or Atlanta, so we want to move to Greenville. Whatever the reason is for your move, we can help you get home here in Greenville. If you're an active adult, you're like many of my clients, and I'm in the type of communities that you'll probably be interested in with these folks every week. So I think it'd be easy if we review some of these communities that you're probably going to want to explore when you visit Greenville and when you aim at relocating here. So first up, downtown Greenville. And so far on the channel, I don't think I've given enough love to downtown Greenville. We focus a lot on certain aspects of downtown Greenville, and we've really hit hard on the suburbs around Greenville, but downtown Greenville deserves some love, and there's good reasons for it. Downtown Greenville has been named one of the best cities in the South. Downtown Greenville is home to one of the best main streets in America, and downtown Greenville is a large reason why Greenville, South Carolina is one of the best cities in the South on the rise. And downtown Greenville kind of sells itself. You know, it really makes that part of my job pretty easy because I don't have to do much of that, right? I can focus on finding you the best house after you visit Greenville and fall in love with it. Now, if you're an active adult and you want to live in an area that's walkable, close to a lot of restaurants, close to parks, close to amenities, downtown Greenville is certainly a place that we should explore for you. So if you live in areas in downtown Greenville like Alta Vista or around Unity Park or Sterling or right around Main Street, you can be downtown in as little as 5 minutes or 20 minutes on foot. Now, if you end up buying a home in more of the fringes of downtown Greenville like Augusta Road or North Main or East North Street or Deneen, you're going to be a longer walk to downtown Greenville, but you still can walk there, but you'll also be a very short golf cart ride to downtown Greenville or like a 2 or 3 minute car ride to Main Street. Now, anywhere downtown Greenville is going to give you very quick access to a number of grocery stores, a number of restaurants, and a number of other amenities that you're going to need on a daily basis, like access to the interstate or access to Haywood or Pelham Road if you're working out there. And you're really going to get the essence of what moving to the Greenville that you see in the magazines or on Google actually means. So there's all types of real estate in and around downtown Greenville. Single family homes, there's a lot of new construction single family homes in downtown Greenville as well as existing homes. These single family homes are going to start in the mid $500,000 range, and on average they're going to be $700,000 to $800,000. Townhomes are going to start in that mid $400,000 range, and the average is going to be anywhere from $650,000 to $750,000. And condos are going to start in the mid $300,000 range, and on average these are going to obviously be closer to downtown possibly along Main Street. So that's going to command a higher price per square foot. So on average, condos in downtown Greenville are also going to be in that $700,000 to $800,000 price range. So maybe to your surprise, the second active adult community that we will talk about in today's video is Keowee Key. And this is on the shores of Lake Keowee, which is about 50 minutes west of Greenville itself. And Keowee Key, if you've watched our videos on Lake Keowee, is in that, say, Tier A community list on Lake Keowee. So I kind of broke those down into an A, B, and C category, with the reserve and the cliffs and Keowee Key being in that A category, which are amenity forward, amenity rich communities there on Lake Keowee. So Keowee Key itself is a 1,600 acre gated community on the shores of Lake Keowee. The location of Keowee Key is practically one of the best on the lake. So the lake is divided up into two sections, lower half, upper half. Keowee Key is right there in the middle, which provides you quick access to Seneca, which would be your closest town, and you'd be about 20 minutes away from Seneca to, say, a Publix grocery store that you would need to go to on a weekly or bi-weekly basis. So about 80% of property owners there in Keowee Key live in Keowee Key full-time. The average age of homeowners there in Keowee Key is about 55. So amenities there include a clubhouse with a more formal and casual dining space, several tennis courts and pickleball courts that are lighted, miles and miles and miles of walking trails, miles and miles and miles of paved roads, as well as a championship golf course. For lakefront property owners, you can have docks, of course, and for those folks living on interior lots but still in the community, there's hundreds of boat slips for you to lease throughout the year if you bring a boat with you or buy a boat when you move to the lake. Not to mention, there's a gym there, there's beaches along the shorelines, there's playgrounds for kids or grandkids, and there's a number of other activities to do when you live there in Keowee Key. And that's not to mention you being on the shores of one of the cleanest lakes in the entire country and one of the prettiest lakes, certainly in the southeast. So if being within 20-25 minutes of downtown Greenville isn't super important to you, and you'd rather have access to a body of water like Lake Keowee, then Keowee Key might be a place that you seriously consider looking at. So now let's make our way back to Greenville County. And for active adults, there's a few different new urban developments that come to mind. The first two would be Heartness and Acadia. Now, new urban developments are focused on walking. There's a wide variety of different homes in these communities, and there's also very quick and convenient access to shops, restaurants, and other amenities in and right around the neighborhood itself. So we've recently mentioned Heartness on our channel, and remember that is a 400-acre development on the Heartness family land. It's about 10 minutes from the GSP airport. It's about 15 minutes to downtown and about 5 minutes away from Woodruff Road. So location-wise, just southeast of town. It's hard to beat that location when you consider where it is in proximity to everything that you're going to need on a weekly and daily basis. And also that community offers a wide variety of different home types, miles and miles and miles of walking and biking trails, multiple ponds, a great lawn where there's a big July 4th fireworks celebration, as well as a hotel in the community, several cocktail bars, and several restaurants. Acadia is also a community that we've mentioned on our channel before, and this is also being built out on family land. The owner of the land is also the developer of the land, and he is the architectural review committee. So every home that is built in this community passes through him. Now, like I said, this neighborhood is about 5 minutes just south of downtown Greenville, and you only have a few stoplights from the community until you get onto Main Street in downtown Greenville. Now, this community borders the Saluda River. In addition to miles of walking trails, you also have access to the very steadily flowing Saluda River, where residents can paddleboard on the river, enjoy the river house and the event house that they have down by the river. In addition to those things, they have a big lawn, a community garden, a big pool and pool house, and a great atmosphere for all types of homeowners in Acadia. The second area that comes to mind would be Travelers Rest, and just generally north of downtown Greenville. Now, it's no surprise that this is on the list, right? If you've watched our other videos, you know that the famous Swamp Rabbit Trail starts in Travelers Rest, which leads you from Travelers Rest down into downtown Greenville. So folks who want to access the trail and go to downtown Greenville on the weekend, whether it be by foot or by bike, want to be close to the trail. So if you like to get outside, whether it be walking on the Swamp Rabbit Trail, or you want access to the western North Carolina mountains, or you want access to, say, Lake Keowee or Lake Jocassee, then this area is a place that you should strongly consider. So if you live north of Greenville, you're going to have really quick access to Paris Mountain State Park, Devil's Fork State Park, which is up near Lake Jocassee, and then Lake Keowee, which is world famous for its mountain views and very clean water if you want to take the family out there on the weekend. And during the summer months, Travelers Rest has a farmer's market on the weekend that a lot of the residents flock to on Saturday mornings. And then if just being outside in general is important to you, Travelers Rest and the northern parts of the county are great just for that. And that's not to mention Tigerville and, say, northern Greer, where you have Lake Robinson and North Greenville University and Cherokee Valley Golf Club. You know, we have a lot of residents that will go up to Lake Robinson on the weekends or go and play golf in the mountains at Cherokee Valley up in Tigerville, which is only about 25 minutes north of downtown Greenville. And then the next area that I think you should consider if you're an active adult would be Malden and Simpsonville. So with the announcement of the extensions of the Swamp Rabbit Trail along Lawrence Road, along Purday Boulevard, and hopefully connecting to Bridgeway Station, which is the biggest buzz around Malden right now. You know, we've mentioned this in our recent videos, and Bridgeway Station is this old world Italian architecture style multi-use space right off of 385, just on the outskirts of downtown Malden. It's really going to act as a hub for downtown Malden, because you know that Malden does not have what we conventionally call a main street. So vendors like the Junkyard, which is a local gym or brewery or restaurants, all of these are going to be here in Bridgeway Station. And that's not to mention all of the other vendors that are going to come once they have and after they have their grand opening here in a couple months. And downtown Simpsonville isn't too far away either. You know, downtown Simpsonville gets a lot of buzz. There's a ton of things to do around Simpsonville. There's a number of amenities, number of businesses, and a number of things to do on a weekly and daily basis. There's even a small rail trail right there along Main Street. So if you're wanting to get outside and be active and feel a part of a community, Simpsonville and Malden would be a great place for you to check out. Now, hopefully all of this information was helpful for my active adult potential clients. Now, we listed a ton of great communities, including Keowee Key, including Malden and Simpsonville, including Travelers Rest and generally the northern part of the county, and not to forget downtown Greenville. Now, each different area offers different things to different types of people. And if you're interested in moving to one of these areas, please do me a favor, call me at my cell phone number below or shoot me an email at my email below. I would love to chat with you about what each of these communities could mean to you and possibly your family. So until next time, my name's Will Sawyer, your friend in real estate here in the upstate of South Carolina. And it's my goal to get you home here in Greenville. Well, this video is going to be about Greenville County, the upstate of South Carolina. Great thing to do and easily in the evening. I'm a local real estate expert here in the area. The fall time, you know, right behind me is a really cool place called Freight Yard.